To the stalls under Tom Queally. They're set at the 6 furlong starting point, and going quite badly right-handed was Pacific Mission with a flash of the tail. Out fairly well Enamorous with the white blaze. On the right, Love Alive is going forward in the light blue sleeve. Shining Guest just behind those. Followed by Princess Petrol in the orange cap. Mayfair Market. Ravishing in a dark cap is second last, and Pacific Mission now getting cover in the hood, the pink cap in the hands of William Buick as they gallop through the first quarter mile. And it's Love Alive out in front by a length and a half to Shining Guest. Over on the far side, Enamorous is well positioned, followed by Mayfair Market and the black and yellow on the right, Princess Petrol. Pacific Mission trying to close now, being produced on the outside, and still at the back is Ravishing in the hands of Sylvester de Souza. They're on their way inside the final quarter mile in this British EBF Fillies Novice Stakes, and Love Alive taken on by Enamorous, though Enamorous has to be pushed up to challenge, followed by Princess Petrol now coming with a good run down the near side in the orange cap. Pacific Mission far side, Mayfair Market late headway from Ravishing, but it's Princess Petrol that leads the way and now is quickly away from them. It's Princess Petrol with a full tank here, 3 or 4 lengths clear from in second place Enamorous, followed home by Ravishing making late headway from Love Alive. And they're off for this FlexJet Pat Edry Stakes listed race. Pretty level break, and towards the right A Bit of Spirit is going forward ahead of, on the right, Italica and Sirius A. Just slightly apart on the left. Tricky Tell in the white red star sleeves. The yellow black spots have reciprocated, a little keen, and in behind those is Time to Turn. Doesn't look a mad gallop as they head down through the first furlong and a half. A Bit of Spirit on the right, followed by Italica and also Sirius A. On the left, reciprocated, maybe just heading Tricky Tell there. From Time to Turn, the favourite well covered up in the hands of William Buick in the all-blue jacket. Stretching on now towards the halfway stage, inside the halfway stage in fact, and A Bit of Spirit is maybe just the leader. Reciprocated on the far side, down the centre, Tricky Tell with every chance from Sirius A. Time to Turn yet to be delivered on the far side, and on the right is Italica, an open-looking race. Reciprocated is asked for more now, and coming home well A Bit of Spirit and Italica down the near side. Time to Turn now being asked the big question on the far side from Sirius A. A race down inside the final furlong, and Time to Turn has quickened up smartly to lead now. Goes on from A Bit of Spirit and Italica racing inside the final furlong. Time to Turn by a length to Bit of Spirit, who's fighting back, but Time to Turn held on from A Bit of Spirit in second, Italica third. A big gap then. Set 2 miles the journey, and they're away for the Brown Jack, sponsored by John Guest Racing. And where's the pace coming from? Blinded by the Lights with the white blaze and the 4 white socks, just about the leader early. Tailorman handy. Apart on the right is Contacto. Fireblade next to the running rail from Many Men, the favourite in the pink sleeves. And Blaze on 5, the 2023 winner, disputing last place with Many Men. So Blinded by the Lights leading the way by a length to Contacto in second with a circuit to go. Followed by Tailorman in third, and then Fireblade and Blaze on 5 and Many Men as they run towards this right-hander. Blinded by the Lights, second on both his starts so far this season. Coming into this bend as they head towards the 1.5 mile starting point, the starting point for tomorrow's massive race, the King George VI and Queen Elizabeth Stakes, the 1.5 mile point from the finish. And Blinded by the Lights from Contacto in second. Fireblade is third there, followed by Tailorman, and then Many Men on the inside of Blaze on 5, the mare. Racing down the hill, the long run towards Swinley Bottom. Blinded by the Lights on the inside. Still racing rather wide is Contacto in the hands of David Probert, going right up to join the leader, might even be shading the advantage. There's certainly not very much between them. They're followed then in the green and black by Tailorman. Fireblade, pink cap, Blaze on 5, orange cap, and on the left on the rail is Many Men and Tom Marquand. A little right-hander as they approach now the mile marker and the halfway stage in the Brown Jack, named after a legendary stayer who won 6 Queen Alexandra stakes here at Ascot and many other big races besides. Blinded by the Lights are half length to Contacto. Taylor Man on the outside of Fireblade, 2x2, Blaze on 5 the outside of Many Men. Running past the 7 furlong marker, and now it's uphill. Blinded by the Lights continues to lead. It hasn't been a strong pace. Contacto on the outside, followed in behind these by Taylor Man, Fireblade, Blaze on 5, Many Men, and the order has been pretty much the same for a while. Just losing his action for a stride or two was Blinded by the Lights and shaken up by Dylan Hogan. Right alongside Contacto, running towards the final 5. On the outside, Taylor Man. Fireblade is right there too. Blaze on 5. And finally, Many Men. Well, it's all about to unfold. Could be a little bit of a sprint for the judge here as they race inside the final 4 furlongs. Blinded by the Lights and Contacto, they remain first and second. They've been first and second throughout the race, and the pace is definitely lifting. In third place is Taylor Man, driven along. Fireblade is pushed along. Blaze on 5 travels okay. Then Many Men will have to pass them all. Homeward bound, Blinded by the Lights next to the running rail. Out wide just is Contacto. In behind Fireblade is off the inside now. Blaze on 5 down the outside. Many Men now appears on the scene between Blinded by the Lights and out wide of Fireblade. Blaze on 5 down the outer. Blinded by the Lights, tackled now by Many Men, and Fireblade, the favourite, strikes the front. Many Men from Blinded by the Lights. Fireblade out on the near side, racing into the closing stages. Many Men is driven out by Tom Marquand. A well-backed market leader wins the Brown Jack. From in second, Blinded by the Lights, Fireblade. Out wide. Handicap, 1.5 miles, going without Ludo's Landing, and they're off. King's Code right up the inside in the pink headgear. The widest is Dream Harder as they race away from the stalls. Arcoob is there. Where's the pace going to come from? Pinhole in the Juddmonte colours on the outside of King's Code. In third is A Sail, then Arcoob and Dream Harder held up last of the 5 runners as they race through the first furlong and a half or so. A Sail up on the outside, racing quite freely down the hill towards Swinley Bottom. King's Code the rail. Pinhole just in behind them in the cheek pieces for the first time. Pink cap behind Pinhole. Another pink cap on then Arcoob, and finally Dream Harder. Running into Swinley Bottom now, they're about to pass the mile marker. King's Code from A Sail second. Pinhole is third under Ross Orion. And then a gap of 2 or 3 lengths back to Arcoob, and finally Dream Harder. Little strung out, aren't they, as they run right-handed at the bottom of the racecourse. It's uphill for much of the journey home now, and it's King's Code from A Sail in second. Pinhole is back in third. A gap then to Arcoob and a similar margin to Dream Harder as they race up the hill now and head on towards the final 6 furlongs. They're passing the 6 furlong marker now and racing on towards the 5, and King's Code extending his advantage in the hands of Phoebe Edwards. Clear of A Sail in second, then Pinhole in third. Arcoob and Dream Harder back on the inside in the red cap. Heading on towards the home turn, they're now racing towards the final half mile. King's Code, A Sail coming there on the leaders outside. Pinhole in waiting, followed by Arcoob and Dream Harder as they swing right-handed. King's Code out in front, but maybe on sufferance. A Sail is coming there very smoothly, and Pinhole yet to be asked the question too, back in third, followed by Arcoob. Dream Harder now driven along. They turn the corner. King's Code on the inside of A Sail. Pinhole still goes well, the favourite, about to join in, followed by Dream Harder trying to get out, but being penned in there by Arcoob. Pinhole ranges up on the outside of A Sail as they race on now to the final furlong and a half. It's Pinhole under pressure. A Sail trying to fight back far side. They're clear of Dream Harder, and Pinhole is gradually getting on top. It's Pinhole that goes on by a couple of lengths or so and extending now from A Sail in second, and then Dream Harder, and the favourite stretches away to win. It is Pinhole who wins, clear by about 5 lengths on the line. From A Sail second, Dream Harder, then Arcoob. all came out fairly well. Maybe Mr. Mojito a little slow, and cutting in behind from stall 1 is Woodstock in the bright green cap. Slightly apart from the others on the right, Hieronymus, followed by Mr. Ubiquitous. They're now being joined by War Howl and Mr. Mojito and Tadreeb in the white cap. The left-hand group headed by Land of Magic, followed by Billy Mill and Stratocracy, and then Gunfighter, Arantes Nascimento, and then Woodstock, and Thurso in the yellow and green jacket at the back of that little group as they now rather combine down the centre of the track. And Hieronymus on the right. On the left is Land of Magic. Chasing Hieronymus is Mr. Ubiquitous in the red sleeves. Stratocracy is chasing Land of Magic. Coming there, Gunfighter on the far side in the maroon jacket. And then behind these is Billy Mill, just losing position slightly. Arantes Nascimento. Woodstock goes well behind a wall of horses. Thurso on the far side, trying to come through now. War Howl towards the near side with Mr. Mojito, but it's Stratocracy that's come there strongly to just about take it up. From in second place, Land of Magic. Here's Thurso with a run down the far side. War Howl down the near side with Mr. Mojito and Tadreeb as they race inside the final furlong. War Howl near side, far side Stratocracy and Thurso, followed by Mr. Mojito racing up towards the line. War Howl just in front. War Howl, War Howl. From in second place, Stratocracy, Thurso in third, and home for fourth, Tadreeb ahead of Shop. Fillies handicap over 5 furlongs, they're away. And all the way pretty well, the favourite, one from the left, Fantasy Obsessor, noseband, red and white jacket, well backed here. Sugar Hill Babe leads early from Little Guff. Miss Show Off in the black cap, far side, Blue Zodiac. On the left, Emerald's Pride in the orange cap, tracked by Fantasy Obsessor. Raneen is in the centre, the yellow with the black epaulets. And at the back of the field, Galaxy Zoo alongside Blue Zodiac as they race on down to the halfway stage. Sugar Hill Babe from Little Guff, tracked by Miss Show Off on the right. Far side, Emerald's Pride. Fantasy Obsessor is being asked to go get these leaders now by Sylvester de Souza. Raneen is bidding to stay on as well as they race on towards the final furlong. Little Guff, Sugar Hill Babe, Emerald's Pride putting in a run in third now. Fantasy Obsessor can do no more. Raneen is struggling, but here's Galaxy Zoo now, thrusting down the near side, and this is a winning run, and Galaxy Zoo goes away in the hands of Ross Orion, a double for him. Emerald's Pride second, they're followed then by Little Guff and Sugar Hill Babe.